Hey everyone, thanks for joining today. Well, the eggs keep coming as we set up clutch number 6 today. I'm Jack, and you're watching Python Addiction. Hey everyone, thanks for joining today. So, today we're getting ready to set up clutch number 6. We are in June now, so it's June 3rd as I'm recording this. I'm excited. This is another banana clutch, as this is a pairing with my girl Okash, who is Enchi and Orange Dream, along with my boy Anubis, who is the pastel banana boy. So we'll get some pastel Enchis, we'll get some pastel banana Enchis, and hopefully get some of that OD along with the Enchi thrown into the mix. So I'm super excited to see what we have here, and we're going to go right into this. This particular clutch was laid probably early in the morning on the 3rd, sometime after like around 1 o'clock a.m. because I did check on her earlier that night and there was no eggs at that point in time. So this is the time that I'm pulling these. It's probably been about 15 to 16 hours since they've been laid. So we're going to get these out of her clutches. She is staring me down right now. Yeah, you're okay, girl. You're okay. And we're going to take her right off from these eggs. Absolutely beautiful clutch. And just like normal, checking to see if she has anything stuck in her. Nothing is stuck in her. So she is good on that realm. And we will just snag these real quick. And just like before, I will go through and get her all washed up off camera after we're done boxing these up. And let's see what we have here. So this is, once again, clutch number 6. So I am going to immediately go through and give these 6. And we'll put a little line so I don't mistake them for 6s. I'm doing it that way because I have a total of 13 clutches that are planned for the year, so I don't want to mistake a clutch by accident. And we'll get this one here. So there we go with all of them marked with 6s. And we'll go right through and try to get some of these separated. Now, you're probably looking at these eggs and they're not as uniform as some of the other ones that you've seen in the other videos, and that is perfectly fine. This type of variation with the calcification the way that it is a normal aspect that I have found with older ball pythons. Is sometimes their eggs aren't as smooth. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the eggs. They will still hatch perfectly fine. So just wanted to kind of point that out as somebody might ask on that side of things. So if you see one of your ball pythons that had laid eggs that look a little not so perfect, doesn't mean that they are bad eggs at all. It's just when they move around and everything like that, they can get wrinkled a little bit, and it's just one of those the natural part of the whole process. So I am going to kind of move through this particular video a little bit quicker, as I know that you guys have seen a couple of the different egg boxings that I've done over the course of the last few weeks. So I am going to just kind of speed through this one a little bit. I am going to actually be leaving this particular clutch together. I'm started working with it and it's just too well connected, and I don't want a chance ripping any of the eggs. So I am going to take these, and there's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs here. I'm just going to put this all right into things here. So I'm going to get this part set up and get them right into the incubator. This is one of those times when you just kind of have to make that call. I probably let these sit just a little bit too long, so that glue that sticks, it just sticks them together too much, and they're all too interconnected. So I don't want a chance ripping any of them and then potentially making a otherwise good egg go bad. So we're going to make our mix here. And as normal, like I said, I don't measure this stuff out. I put in just enough of the perlite to kind of come down about maybe an inch or so from the bottom. And then I put in around 300 milliliters worth of water, give or take, as far as that goes, and get it to where I can clump it up. And then we add in the Orbeez. That's my magic ingredient for my particular mix. I like using it this way, so I think it works really well, and it gives me a really good results as far as maintaining humidity and the like. Excuse me. So there we go there. And again, I use 2 crates, get those in there really good, and we'll get these right on there. And just checking height, it's a little bit high. So I'm going to kind of push this one crate down a little bit more. Let's see if I can get a little bit more distance in here. So I still want to have 2 crates because I like the extra stability and everything, but what I'm going to do is kind of bury this one just a little bit. So we're going to get the medium just kind of in between all of this. So it'll drop it down just a little bit, because I like that extra stability when I set my eggs in there, so I know they don't roll around. Not that this particular clutch is going to roll, with it being excuse me again, with it being all clumped together, but that's good now. The lid will close and we'll be fine there. So get the perlite off of my hands, and we'll wrap this right up. So to this particular pairing, so we've got 8 eggs here. Oh, almost forgot. I should actually candle all of them still. So that one's good. That one's good. So again, you can see the little disfiguring on the egg outer calcification, but the inside of the egg is perfectly healthy. Nice vein work there. Good veins there. Good veins there. Good veins there. Excuse me. And good veins on that one as well. This bottom one, it's a little hard to see, but it looks good. So I think we are perfectly good with all 8 of these eggs. So we will get this covered up. Again, I just use press and seal on the tops just to kind of seal everything up. And somebody did ask if I keep the press and seal on the whole time. And what I actually do is probably the last week of incubation, because I count everything at 58 days. That last week, I'll take the corner of the press and seal and I'll fold it over to allow a little bit more airflow into there. But during incubation itself, throughout the weeks, I check in on the eggs at like a 2-week interval. Every 2 weeks, I'll check in on them just to check to see if there's any that are going bad or anything like that. Like clutch number 2 did have one egg that did start going bad. I checked in on it a couple of days after it went in, and it started molding up a little bit. And that is when I actually doused it with a little bit of antifungal powder, and that didn't work. It ended up becoming a lot more green and a lot more fuzzy, and it just stunk to high heaven. The nose knows when an egg goes bad. So I pulled it out of that box and I did discard it. I know some people will say to just keep incubating it because you never know. With my nose and just looking at the egg, I could tell very, very quickly that there was nothing that was living in it. I did candle it a second time just to double check, and I didn't see any signs of life. There was no veins that were still visible. It was a dead egg. So, and that's something that happens when you're breeding and you're doing this, is occasionally you'll get what looks like a completely healthy clutch, and there is a chance that you can lose an egg or two no matter what you do. It's just part of the whole process. So don't feel bad if you're new into the hobby and you're following along and you're following my routine or whoever you want to follow's suggestions as far as that goes, and you get an egg that goes bad or 2 eggs. It's par for course. It's part of doing the breeding and the experience as far as you go. I try to do as much as I can to mitigate it. That's why I do the bins the way that I do the bins and clean them, and again use the chlorhexidine to sterilize them beforehand. I use the gloves as much as possible so I'm not manhandling the eggs or anything like that, to make sure that I'm keeping the whole environment as clean and as non-contaminated as I possibly can, but things still happen, and you just can't stop it all the time. So that was what it is, but I'm hoping for lots of bananas with this particular clutch. Again, it's not a banana to banana pairing, so I could potentially get normals out of this particular pairing, but I can also get bananas, banana enchies, banana enchie orange dreams. I could get just orange dreams. So there's a very wide range of mixes that I can get. I will know that every single banana baby that is produced will be predominantly a boy, as my boy Anubis is a male maker. So there is still a chance that I can get a female, but that's very, very uncommon from a male maker. One of these times, if you guys want me to discuss a little bit more on the banana gene and how it's sex linked, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to do a video with the genetics aspect of banana and how that sex linkage actually works. But if you like this video otherwise, please do hit that thumbs up, as that lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. And if you have made it this far into the video and you haven't done so already, as always, please do subscribe and also click that notification icon, as that'll let you know when I do new videos. I post at least one video a week. So until next time, I love you guys. I'm Jack, and you've been watching Python Addiction.